guess you planned for 4 touchdowns in the first game.
No, I wasn't playing, but we had a good game plan going in. We had a bunch of explosive plays we knew could have hit, and we came out there, executed really well, and they hit. So good day for everybody, I guess you could say.
What was going through your mind those first you got 3 minutes and 15 seconds, and you've got 3 touchdowns? Did you realize it was happening as fast as it was?
I didn't. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did not realize that. I looked up at the scoreboard and I realized it was 21-7 pretty quickly. I was like, dang, that happened real quick. But really, my mindset going into the game was just to dominate. That was the whole team's mindset. We didn't really care who we were playing. It didn't really matter what the logo was, one on their helmet. It was to go out there and dominate, and it really didn't matter. That's what we came out and did.
Obviously, in that first 3 minutes, 15 seconds, you and Dart looked real comfortable with each other.
Mm-hmm.
He looked comfortable in the pocket. Just from your eyes, kind of your thoughts on his play, not just then, but kind of throughout the whole first half.
He played great. I mean, it started off from last week. Whenever we were watching them play against North Alabama, he's telling me and the rest of the receiver guys to come in. We're watching film with him, just watching just the game in itself. And he came out and he had us prepared, and he made sure we were going to be out there and be comfortable. And going into this week, we didn't take practice easy. We didn't do none of that just because we were playing against Mercer or anything like that. We went out there and we were going to dominate, and that's pretty much what we went and did.
It's your first game with Ole Miss, first game as an SEC player. What was today like for you, being in this sort of environment?
It was goosebumps. That's all I could really say. I mean, from the Walk of Champions, just seeing that many people out there just to support you and your teammates it's incredible just to have that fan base behind you. And when I first walked out there, and you just get a little wave, you get those goosebumps, the hair starts standing up on your arms and stuff like that, and it's really incredible to be out there in that environment. So.
Is there a point in camp where you've just felt really comfortable in this offense, or you felt like you've kind of got things where you want them to be ahead of the season?
I'd say it was probably before camp, to be honest with you. I got here in January, and I've been learning the offense and stuff like that. I'd probably definitely say in the summer, just going and having meetings with Coach Nix and all the rest of my position coaches was the biggest thing to really get me comfortable. So before I even got into fall camp, I felt pretty comfortable in the playbook.
When Lane was in here, he was talking about how proud he was of the team, not just the way that they executed first half, but the way they came out in the second half, despite having a sizable lead already to that point. Just kind of, was it hard not to let the foot off the gas, just despite it being as dominant as it was at that point in the game?
I wouldn't say it was hard, but it can be challenging at times. I feel like I want to say it was probably the last drive before half. I felt our coaches were telling us that our intensity went a little down, and I felt it myself, and a couple of other guys felt it. So we knew going into halftime, going into the third quarter, that we'd have to pick it up a little bit, really, to make sure everything was closed out, and that's what we did.
Trey, obviously over 500 yards in the passing game for this offense today. Could you sense them maybe queuing on the running game, queuing on Quinshawn to open that up a little bit?
I mean, when you got the best running back in the country, I would hope you would do that. So, we definitely knew that their safeties were going to be more aggressive. We seen it on film. They were really aggressive on the perimeter and the back end. So we knew that they were probably going to try to stack the box at some point and really try to stop the run game. So we knew that the pass game would be there for us.
I mean, 4 touchdowns, 3 of those in the first 3 minutes. Once that starts happening, do you kind of feel like you get a hot hand and every time you're going to touch it, you're going to score?
Most definitely. That's exactly what Coach Nick said. He said, you hot out there. And, just being able to be out there, and once you catch the ball out there, it feels like the game starts to slow down a little bit and everything starts to get a little bit more comfortable. And that's really the great thing about football for me.
Was there anything specific that seemed to be working or that you were seeing, or was it just kind of you're going out there and playing your game?
It was more just going out there and playing my game. I know I'm a bigger receiver, so I know, and we knew going into the game that they weren't exactly the best tacklers, so I knew that after the catch was going to be huge for us, and that's just not just for me, that was for everybody that touched the ball after the catch. We knew that they weren't the best tacklers, and we knew we could make a lot of guys miss tackles. Thank you.